welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Arkansas's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Smith dropping to pass. It's complete on the right side. At the 45 on its way. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hill. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Let's talk for a second about Arkansas. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're trying to cash in this long opening drive. The 9th play is 3rd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. And the Hogs have put up the first touchdown of the game, and whoop pig.
Whoop pig going nuts in the stands. Great fan base. They get excited, and you get out to the lead early, putting that score on the board, they are going nuts.
So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Caught in the backfield. It's Grease. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Mississippi State right back to the line. They'll try to power their way ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They go to the ground. Picks up the first down, still moving. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Smith wants to throw. Got him downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Looking to throw on first down. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off-play action on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Turns it loose deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Got it in the middle, it's Hamilton. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And the Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Smith dropping to pass. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. The Razorbacks are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Anthony. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped at the 19-yard line. A big play there to get the pick and take it back inside the 20. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's the handoff. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Mississippi State going up tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Mississippi State rings the cowbell in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Right on the money. Touchdown Bulldogs. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who are you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Smith wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. The short hands, it's Anthony. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Timeout, Arkansas. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. It's Hamilton. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Anthony. At the 20, he's got space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Razorbacks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to keep it in the air. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last two plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Fires one high and deep. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Picked off to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Third and long is difficult. You have to push the ball down the field. Nothing worse than watching people dink and dunk on third.
He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Arkansas. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got it.
Breaks into the open. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Smith dropping to pass. Snagged out of the air. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to bull his way in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. It's complete to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
The Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. The give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Back to throw, it's Croman Hoke. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Gets it past the marker. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Anthony. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the 1st half. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. The inside handoff. Can't get him to the ground. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Mooney. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling an intriguing one so far in Fayetteville.
And the Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Nothing went right in that 1st half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback...
Oh, he's got some space. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Used the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch, it's Davis. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. And wings it incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. That is no good. Hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grab near the marker. It's Anthony. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Hand off from the shotgun. Runs through the tackle. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Razorbacks are on the move, keeping it on the ground with the running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again, this time a 47-yard try. He got it. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. This time they'll go to the running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Catch in the middle, it's Evans. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Snow. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. They've got it at the 36, it's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Going with the ground game left. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. They'll send out the kicker here. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the RPO, complete.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. There he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Got the quick completion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hoke. Under fire. He's going to take off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the...
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick pass on the fly motion. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Looking for room. It's screen. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give out of the gun. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead. But he's going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.